Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Christian Citernida and we will discuss the chapter 5 that contains the copyrights, patents, trade secrets, and trademarks. What is copyright? Copyright is a legal term describing the ownership of control of the rights to the use and distribution of certain works of creative expression, including the books, video, motion pictures, musical compositions, and computer programs. So, basically, copyright is a legal right or law that protects the works of the original artist or the original owner. What is the copyright rule on Facebook? So, sa Facebook din meron ding mga rules na sinusunod and we must follow that para makaiwas tayo sa mga restriction. So, the Facebook term of service that do not allow posting content that violates someone else intellectual property rights, including copyright and trademark. So, copyright is a legal right that seeks to protect original works of authorship. So, what is intellectual property? So, intellectual property refers to any intellectual creation such as literary work, artistic works, inventions, designs, logo or symbols, names, images, and computer code, etc. So, lahat ng mga ginagawa natin ng mga ang tawag doon is intellectual property. Kapaloob yon sa creation ng isang owner. How copyright works? When you create an original product and put in a significant amount of mental activity to develop it, it gets labeled as intellectual property. So, this property needs protection from people who may duplicate your work with your work without the authorization. So, for instance, the art novels, computer software, films, website content, poetry, musical lyrics, and more are all unique creations. So, copyright meaning act as a protection to legally safeguarded original creations. The copyright law states that a work is if original if the author made it by thinking independently and not copying it from somewhere. If you have that copyright to your product, no one can use or replicate your work. So, for example ko dito sa copyright, based on my understanding and based on na-research ko from Google, yung NBA is pinapalabas sa ibang bansa. For example, dito sa Pilipinas, pinapalabas yung NBA. Sa GMA, kadalasan natin nakikita yon nagbo-broadcast or sa TV5. Yung NBA, binibigyan ng broadcast right para ipalabas dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos, okay yung manonood kayo ng mga barkada mo sa inyong mag-movie marathon kayo or mag-chill kayo. Okay lang yung manood kayo sa iisang TV or sa sinihan. Pero ang big no doon is when you are watching na i-redistribute mo yung kanilang video sa online. Isa pa dito ay kunwari, yung NBA is nag-post ng mga video clips, mga short video clips sa kanilang Facebook page and ikaw ay kumuha or nag-download ka ng mga ng mga video clips nila and pinost mo sa Facebook page mo nang wala kang permission na hiningi sa kanila. And that is not right. Okay? And yung maganda is kapag nag-post yung owner ng video and then share mo, okay yun. Walang copyright na magaganap doon. Pero kapag yun na nga, na-redistribute mo, hindi na yun okay. Mas maganda, i-share mo na lang yung video na yon yung Facebook page ng owner, and yung mga viewer na yun is magre-redirect doon sa original author. Yun yung yung pagpapakita mo ng pagsuporta sa isang owner ng video. So kadalasan meron din talagang mga user na sa panahon ngayon, yung kanilang yung activity nila sa Facebook is nagpo-post sila ng mga video na hindi nila pagmamay-ari para pagkakitaan yung ganitong mga sistema. And minsan doon sila sumisikat, pero sa totoo hindi nila yun pagmamay-ari, and kumukuha sila ng creation ng ibang tao para kumita, which is big no, and big not right. Much better na lang po siguro kung gumawa na lang tayo ng sariling content, and yun ang i-post natin sa Facebook page natin, and wag tayong kumuha ng ibang work para kumita, no? So kapag post ka ng mga video na galing sa ibang creators, and magamit tayo ng minsan nakikita natin credits, CTTO stands for credits to the owner. So hindi ang proper na pag-cite ng from original is lalagyan natin muna ng CTTO, tapos yung mismong pangalan ng kinuhaan mo. Yun yung maganda kasi kung lang natin yung yung CTTO lang, is hindi yun tama. For example, dun sa Facebook nga, kapag nag-post ka ng video na galing sa iba and caption mo lang doon CTTO, hindi yun manonotice ng Facebook. So, ang magiging kinalabasan doon is magkakaroon ka ng restriction for how many days or for how many months. Ang copyright is hindi biro yun, ha. Dapat nating malaman kung ano ang copyright before we proceed to making action on social media. Okay?
Patents. Patents is an exclusive right granted for an invention which is a product or a process that provides, in general, and a way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. To get a patent, technical information about the invention must be disclosed to the public in the patent application. When you file a patent application, you are disclosing technical information about your invention to the public. This information is typically published in a patent database that is searchable by anyone. By doing so, you are revealing to the public how your invention works, what it is made of, and how it is used. In exchange of this disclosure, you are granted an exclusive right to prevent others from making, using, selling, or importing your invention without your permission for a limited period of time. This allows you to protect your invention from being copied or stolen by others and give you the competitive advantage in the marketplace. It is important to note that the disclosure of your invention in a patent application must be complete and enable other skilled in the field to replicate your invention. Failure to meet these requirements could result in your patent being rejected or invalidated. There are three different kinds of patents. The first one is the utility patents. The most common type of patent. These are granted to new machines, chemicals, and processes. So when we say utility patents, it is to protect the functional aspect of an invention. The second one is the design patents. It is granted to protect the unique appearance or design of manufactured objects, such as the surface ornamentation or overall design of the object. In design patents, it protects the ornamental or aesthetic aspect. The third one is the Plants patents granted for the invention and asexual reproduction of a new and distinct plant varieties, including hybrids. Asexual reproduction means that the plant is produced by means other than from seeds, such as by grafting or rooting of cuttings. Plants patents is to protect new and distinct plants varieties. All three types of patents provide exclusive rights to the inventor for a limited period of time in exchange for public disclosure of the invention. All three types of patents must meet certain requirements to be granted, including novelty, non-obviousness, and usefulness.
So, what is trade secret? A trade secret is any practice or process of a company that is generally not known outside of the company. Information considered a trade secret gives the company a competitive advantage over its competitors and is often a product of internal research and development. So trade secret is in reference to the business ownership of a formula, pattern, compilation, program, device, methods, or techniques or process that provides a competitive edge. For example is dito sa lahat naman tayo familiar dito kay SpongeBob SquarePants, yung Krusty Krab na business nila is meron silang formula sa paggawa ng kanilang product na Krabby Patty, which is very delicious sa series na to. So the Krabby Patty formula is a closely guarded trade secret, and rival restaurateur Plankton's futile attempts at acquiring the secret formula is a major recurring them throughout the series. Techniques na ginagamit sa isang business is pinag-aaralan pa nila or nagre-research pa sila para sa improvement or sa development ng kanilang ng kanilang system or sa kanilang business. Kung paano pa mag-grow ng mag-grow.
Trademark. A trademark is a unique symbol or words used to represent a business or its product. Once registered, the same symbol or series of words can't be used by any other organization forever as long it remains in use and proper paperwork and fees are paid. A trademark can be any word, phrase, symbol, design, or a combination of these things that identifies your goods or services. It's how customers recognize you in the marketplace and distinguish you from your competitors. The word trademark can refer to both trademark and services marks. A trademark is used for goods, while a service mark is used for services. A trademark identifies the source of your goods or services, provides legal protection for your brand, helps you guard against counterfeiting and fraud. So, trademark is a recognizable symbol, design, or phrase used to identify and distinguish the products or services of one company from those of another. Trademarks are important for businesses as they help build brand recognition and reputation, and they can also be valuable asset that can be licensed or sold. When a business registers a trademark, it gives the business the exclusive right to use that mark in connection with its products or services. And it provides legal protection against other using a similar mark that might cause confusion among customers. In summary, a trademark is a crucial aspect of branding and serves as a tool to protect a company's intellectual property. An example of trademark is Nike's swoosh symbol. This symbol is instantly recognizable and is used to identify Nike's products. And another example is McDonald's Golden Arches logo, which is used to identify the company's fast food restaurants. These trademarks are protected under the law, and the other companies are not allowed to use them permission from Nike or McDonald's. How to register a trademark in the Philippines. In today's very competitive business environment, your company's reputation is often your best asset. Your trademark helps people remember your company and what it's all about. Once you build your reputation and people see your trademark, they will know that they can expect an excellent product or service. A trademark can thus be a highly effective tool in keeping and growing your market, especially when you license it or open the businesses for franchising. For this reason, it's very important to protect your trademark and ensure it remains identified only with your company and nothing else. Trademarks, services, marks, patents, and similar intangible assets are protected under the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. In order to protect your asset, you need to have it registered with the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, or IPO.
We are now at the chapter 5, lesson 6. It talk about plagiarism. So when you hear the word plagiarism, what comes into your mind? So plagiarism, many people think of plagiarism as copying another's work or borrowing someone else's original ideas. But terms like copying and borrowing can disguise the seriousness of the offense. According to Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, to plagiarize means to steal and pass off the idea or words of another as one's own to use another production, without crediting the sources, to commit literary theft, to present as new and original an idea or product derived from existing sources. In other words, plagiarism is an act of fraud. It is involved both stealing someone else's work and lying about afterward.
In the Philippines, plagiarism is considered a violation of intellectual property rights, and these are laws that provide the penalties for such as violations. The exact penalty for plagiarism may vary depending on the severity of the offense and the specific circumstances of the case. So here, what is the penalty for plagiarism in the Philippines? In 1893, or Intellectual Property Code, or IPC, can be punishable by 1 to 3 years imprisonment and a fine ranging from 50,000 to 150,000 for the first offense. 3 years and 1 day to 6 years imprisonment and a fine ranging from 150,000 to 500,000 for the second offense, and 6 years and 1 day to 9 years. Additionally, educational institutions in the Philippines have their own policies on plagiarism, and penalties can range from reprimand to expulsion. Depending on the severity of the offense, it is important to note that plagiarism is a serious offense, and it is also better to create original work and give proper attribution to source to avoid any legal or ethical issue. When you write an academic paper, you build upon the work of others and use various credible sources for information and evidence. To avoid plagiarism, you need to correctly incorporate these sources into your text. You can avoid plagiarism by keeping track of the sources you consult in your research, paraphrasing or quoting from your sources, and adding your own ideas. crediting the original author in a text, citation, and in your reference list, using a plagiarism checker before you submit. Even accidentally plagiarism can have serious consequences, so take care with how you integrate sources into your writing.
Come lesson 6, the plagiarism. A good citation makes it easy for the reader to figure out the who, what, when, and where of the source. In MLA style, a citation also often indicates how it was accessed. So, as we can see, ito yung proper na citation, no? Ito yung, sa una, sorry, sa una, who, kung sino yung author. What, the article title, no? The blame grain. Where, or the journal title or volume issue, New Scientist, ito. And where, page number. How, online database. Yeah. When, the access date. When, year published. Okay? So this is the good example of or this is the proper citation when you are sa pagkuha ng isang ng isang article no, sa mga books. Yeah. Example ko dito yung ano yung pagkukuha ng related review literature sa isang thesis and sa pinakababa ng thesis is merong nakalagay doon na references, nilalagay natin yung mga pinagkuhaan natin ng mga source of data, no? Yung mga article na yon is sinasite natin para maiwas tayo sa mga sa plagiarism, no? So, that is a proper of citation. Plagiarism is one of the great academic sins. It has the power to destroy a scholar or writer and turn a lifetime's work to dust. By Miranda Divine. Yung plagiarism is very academic sins, which is kasalanan talaga to. Kasi kung hindi ka magsasite, parang inangkin mo na lang talaga yung parang nagnakaw ka na lang ng ibang ng idea ng iba, no? Which is mali talaga yon. So maaaring maapektuhan yung scholar mo or writer and yung pagiging mo, yung position mo, no? For example, scholar ka ng isang mamahaling eskwelahan and lagi kang nagkakaroon ng honors and dumating yung point na you are doing a plagiarism na pala. And no one can know, no, na meron kang ginawang plagiarism, no, sa isang book or kumuha ka ng mga idea which is parang na-claim mo na yon, no? Yun na yung pinapaniwala mo na yung ibang mga tao na sa'yo yon, ang galing-galing mo. Kapag nalaman yun ng ibang tao na syempre madedetect yun agad ng eskwelahan na meron kang nagawang kasalanan, no? Plagiarism is one of the greatest academic sins, okay? So, maaaring maapektuhan yung pagiging honor mo, yung pagiging, for example, kasama sa mga officials na, sa mga SSG like that, sa mga, organization, maaari kang mawalan doon ng posisyon. So, dapat nating, inaalagaan yung ang ating name or ang ating sarili para makaiwas dito sa ganitong mga pangyayari. Kailangan lang natin be original and don't plagiarize, okay?